You guys, with the cost of goods constantly rising, one thing I can't stand to see is when my hobbies start burning a hole in my pockets. Just yesterday, I went down to the local tackle shop. I bought a whole bunch of lures, and the second I swiped my card at checkout, I had the same thought that pops in my head every single time. I bet I could save a ton of money if I just made this stuff at home. And because I'm an impulsive person, the second I went home, I hit Amazon.com. I purchased a whole bunch of crafting materials, and this box arrived. And so today I'm going to try to make my favorite type of lure to throw for bass fishing, and that is a spinnerbait. This could either go very well and be an awesome video, or it could go horrendously bad and be a hilarious video. Which one's it about to be? Well, let's find out. Let's get to crafting, boys. All right, so the first items you're going to need is a straightened piece of stainless steel spring wire, as well as a fishing hook. And you're going to want a pair of needle nose pliers. You're going to want to take your piece of spring wire and your needle nose pliers and just twist the tip, put a bend right here. Something like that. Now you're going to take your hook and you're just going to put this through here. And now you are going to crimp this closed. You should end up with something that looks like this. Doesn't got to be perfect. We're going to secure this in a second with JB Weld. All right, so this is my first time working with this stuff, but apparently it's like a little putty that you mix together in your hands and it forms a bond similar to welding. So, all right, we're just going to knead this up, I guess. All right, yeah, there we go. It's getting all black now, and I think this is where you're good to go. So now I'm just going to attach this right here and try to keep this as straight as possible so that this spring metal can bond to the hook, and you'll have something that looks like that. Once this is all set, the next step, what I did was I took a half-ounce egg sinker and I bored out the bottom of it with a drill. Now all I'm going to do is slide this over the spring metal here, right down on top of the JB Weld. That's going to be the little imitation jig head. For now, I don't know. I'm just winging this, you guys. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not following no tutorial. I just bought a bunch of stuff that I thought would work, and we're putting it all together, and we'll see if it works. All right, next up, we're going to have to bend this into the shape of the spinner frame. Now, as you guys can see, this is entirely too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these tin snips, and we are going to line it up and give her an old snipperiner. Boom, baby. All right, so the next step is going to be to add some blades to the spinner. I could have easily just went and ordered myself some blades, but that would be taking the easy way out. I like to make shit overly complicated, so instead, I bought a piece of sheet metal, and we're going to cut them out ourselves. Who's that handsome lad? All right, we got the holes drilled, and now it's filing time. All right, now these are supposed to have a bit of a concave to them. I don't know how I'm going to achieve this, but the closest thing I could think of would be to take this file and just add pressure here. Just try to bend it by hand. Here we go, guys. We got a nice concave here. All right, now I'm going to take my rear spinner blade and I'm going to attach this swivel. It would work better if I had a pair of split nose pliers, but I don't, so I'm going to just use my fingernails. Try to wedge this in here, like so. Another thing you're going to need is one of these little brackets. I forget what they're called, but you're going to feed it through right here. And that's what's going to allow this to dangle. So we're going to grab our unfinished spinner And what we're going to do is we're going to feed this through first, and you're going to want the concave facing towards the top of this post. Like so. You don't want it the other way around. That would be backwards. You want it facing this way. I'm going to put 2 beads on here. I went with these colorful blue and white ones. That's the color I want to match with the skirt. Then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to bend this one right here closed, and that's what's going to hold this in place. So you're going to get your pliers again, add a bend right at the back here. Let me loop this around. You should end up with something that looks a bit like this, nice and secure. It's not going nowhere. Time to get this painted up now, and then I got to make a skirt for this, and then we can go test it out. I just hit it with a little bit of glitter as well on the top. I'm going to hit it with some googly eyes now, and then we're going to get to making the skirt. All right, fellas, this is what we're working with. Not terrible. Now I still got to add the skirt on here, and I could have just ordered a skirt and put it on, but I like to make things complicated, like I said before. So instead, I ordered this big bag of rubber bands, and I'm going to try cutting them into little pieces and making a skirt out of that. Probably just glue it on right here. All right, now listen up, you guys. She ain't pretty, but maybe she'll catch a fish. What do you think? Place your bets. I'm gonna go test it out right now. I'm excited. And this thing vibrates like a... like someone's got some subwoofers going. Come on, baby. Go. Look at this little dink. Listen to me, you guys. If you ever have an idea in your head and you don't know if you can go through with it, or if it'll work, or if it's too ambitious, or it's too stupid, just go for that shit. I'm telling you right now, it feels amazing to prove yourself wrong. I just did this shit. Let's go, baby! Well, I guess that answers that question, fellas. Can this little ugly abomination of a spinnerbait catch fish? Sure can. Guys, this video took a lot of effort. If you noticed at the start of the video, it was dark out. It was 3 a.m. when I started making this thing, and it was done at like 8 a.m. And I got out here, I caught a pickerel, and the camera wasn't recording. Anything that could go wrong went wrong, but we still made this shit happen. Thank you for everybody that watched the video. Sub to the channel. 99% of you guys that watch this shit are not subscribed, so if you could hit that button, it'd mean the world to me. Alright, Joe. Till next time. Deuces! Have a nice day. Yep.